Next thing we need to do is we need to add a threshold to this image, so I'm going to hit that. I'm going to make sure that I've got, you know, enough detail in here to make it interesting, not so much detail it's all black like that. So I want it completely white, I want it completely black. I want it somewhere in between where I've got a reasonable amount of detail to his face, but not too much detail. So I'm going to go with about there. Okay, so now that I've done that, the next thing I need to do is I need to apply a gradient. So that's this one here, gradient map. Okay, I need to choose two colors in my gradient. So my first gradient color here is going to be, I'm going to start with the red one. We're going to have a few different variations. And then the other gradient here is going to be, I don't know, blue, red, and blue. It's good to have ones that oppose each other. So there's my first image. Okay, now I need to do is I need to apply background to it. So I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to merge all these layers together first. So right click, merge layers. There we are. I've got my first one. Oh, actually, wait. No, don't do that first. Don't do that first. You need to duplicate that. Duplicate it. Yeah. Then I'm going to merge the duplicate, because that way I can keep changing this one here, and it's not going to, it's going to make it much faster to the other four. So duplicate, not duplicate, I merge these layers. So I've got one copy there. Now I've still got an identical copy over here. So now what I need to do is I need to add a new layer again. Okay, and what I'm going to do with this layer is I'm just going to give it a background. So I'm going to go, needs to be a different color from the two I've been using already. I'm going to go for orange, don't know why, I just feel orange would be a good color. There we go, orange, fill that out with the bucket fill tool. So you hold it down, it should be set to gradient tool by default in the bucket tool. And, oh, I'm going to move that behind this one. There we go, so that's my first one. Now I still don't think orange is quite right, to be honest. I'm going to change it up, but I reckon a pale green maybe. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. You can use any color you want. So there we go. That's the first of my four. So now once again, I'm going to hold down Shift. I'm going to select both those two layers. I'm going to merge them. And that's my first one of my tile. So now what I need to do is I need to go not enhance. I need to extend the canvas of this image so that I'm able to make four of these. So I go to canvas size. I'm basically going to double it both sides. So what's 554 times 2? That would be 1,108. And 513 multiplied by 2 is going to be 1,206. There we go. Now I've got enough space to have all, I'm going to zoom out with Control minus, all of these in the same place. So now that I've got that, I'm going to go Control T. Nope, I'm going to make sure I'm on the right one first. Control T to select it. I'm just going to move it up into the top corner. Now you can see now, of course, my original ones. So the original one needs to be moved as well. So I'm going to go Control T. I'm going to move that to the bottom corner. And this is going to be my default layer that I'm going to keep editing and making copies of. Okay, so now that I've got the first one done, I'm going to go back to the gradient map again. I'm just going to change my colors. So if I go, I had red, I always want to make sure I'm different colors for each one. So I'm going to do one that's yellow now. And the other color is going to be, what's the color we haven't done yet? Maybe orange. I'll try orange for this. It actually works all right, but you want to have contrasting colors, and orange doesn't really work. You also going to want to go for the sort of colors that Andy Warhol might actually use. So we're going to go for pink here. Want quite a light pink. There we are. Okay, so that's that one done. Okay, now I'm going to go select tool. I'm going to select a square. Actually, no, I don't need to do select. I can just make it a layer that fills this whole area. It doesn't matter. We'll be overwriting it later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fill again. I'm going to choose another color. So we've got pink and yellow. We've got green as a background for one. I'll try orange on this, see what that does. I'm determined to use orange at some point. Oh, that did not work. I'm going to make another layer first. So another layer, new layer, bam, cool, drag that layer behind these ones, paste it in. Nope, that's pink now. I don't want pink. I want orange. Give me orange. Yeah, okay. What the heck? What's going on here? This shouldn't be happening. I'm not quite sure why that is trying to fill it with a color that's not the same color as what I was doing earlier. I have to work that out. It's the issue. The issue was that I had the layer behind the gradient map, which It's kind of funny. So what I'm going to have to do first is I'm going to have to merge. I'm going to duplicate these layers again. Duplicate them. Then I'm going to merge these ones together so that I don't have that gradient map anymore. Now if I pull that on top of here, now it's working properly. Now I think it actually looks okay with the orange background on that one, so I'm happy to keep that. Now I need to merge these two layers together. Now we merge layers. Then I'm going to move that one with Control T. Move that one so that it's directly under the first one. There we go. Oh, I want to make sure we have the same distance. Now I've got my calculations slightly off there, but that's okay. I can shrink it after we're finished. So that's two done now. On to the third one. So once again, I go back to the gradient map. I choose a different gradient. So what do we got so far? We've had pink and yellow. We've had red and blue. Haven't really done green as a main colour, so we'll go for a nice, reasonably fluorescent green, I suppose, actually. So what looks good? We want one that's different from the ones we've been using so far. That's a nice colour. And we'll go for, no, don't want that happening. We'll go for a, no, we've got red already. I'll try an orange for the colour of the body. Yeah, that's alright. Go a different orange from the one we've done already, though. So, you've got to be mindful. Oh, actually, that one looks alright. We'll go for that. So, have that colour. It doesn't have to be primary colours. Cool, so that's that done. Once again, we make a new layer. Put the layer in front of the gradient map this time. Choose a colour for it. Now, I quite liked that burgundy I had earlier, so I'm going to go for the burgundy layer. Paint it up. Great. Duplicate these three layers again. Merge them up. Drag it in front of the background. And that looks quite good, so I'll merge those two layers. I do notice I got a few little artifacts from the removing the background, but it's not really much of an issue. So merge those layers. We've got the third one now, so I can drag that up into the right place. So once again, I go to selection tool and press Control T, which allows me to move it. And I'm just going to move it so that it's in line with all the rest of them. There we go. Press enter. Great. So that's three. We've got one more to go. Go back to gradient map again. One more lot of colours. We've got red, blue, green, orange. We don't have purple. We'll go for purple. So nice purpley purple colour. There we go. And the body is going to be, let's see, orange. What colour haven't we got yet? Haven't really, no, we've got yellow, red, blue, green, purple, orange. So we've got all our primary colours done now. So I'm going to go for sort of a lighter blue maybe. Actually looks alright. What a nice light blue. Sky blue kind of colour. There we go. Alright, that looks good. So that's done. Now this time I don't need to duplicate layers because that's the last one. So I'm just going to merge those together. Going to go for background. Give the background another colour. So we've got purple and blue. So we want something that's not using blue as a base, which means it should be yellow, a yellow background. I'm going to make it a bit of a lighter yellow though, maybe. I don't know. Let's have a look. What's that like? Yep, that looks right. Okay, cool. Merge those two layers. Go to select and press Control T. Move that into place. And there we go, we're done. So the last thing I need to do is I just need to select the crop tool here. Crop tool, come on, crop tool. There we are, crop tool. And just crop it to the correct size. And we're done. Oh, not quite, not quite. Now this one here, I think I need to move a little bit because that shoulder should be flat up against the wall. So I'm going to go Control Z a bit. I'm going to go Control T, move this one so it's nice and flat against the wall there. I have to move this one now. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to basically try and fill in that little area. So I'm going to be reasonably careful here. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can see better what I'm doing. I'm going to go select it right on the line, draw selection tool up, and then I'm going to go for fill using the dropper tool to get the right color, fill that in. There we go. Crisis, more or less averted, and just make sure I've got that too. So for this, I'm actually just going to use the paint tool and just paint it over. Okay, that'll do. Crop it again. So select the crop tool, crop it in, crop it up, press enter, and there we go. One pop up.